Hi, Jared Santos here of the Coach PH. Remember to click the subscribe button to be updated with our latest videos.
This channel is not affiliated or connected with Caylum Trading Institute. This video is not a paid advertisement, nor is it financial advice. It was made for educational purposes only.
Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today we're going to do a walkthrough and review of the Caylum Trading Institute news portal. This is my second year as a Caylum subscriber, and I think it's time for traders to know if their services are worth subscribing. Let's head on to their website. This is the news portal of Caylum Trading Institute. That's news.caylum.com. So after logging in, this is the main interface. On the left, you see the latest news. In the middle, these are like the headline articles. When you scroll down, you will see different features and editorials. On the right, you see the Gap and Go morning meetings with Caylum. On the left, you see how the week ended in the local market. Here on the right, you see Short Stops, a Caylum official podcast. Scrolling down further, you see charts and review. On the right, you see the social media activity of Caylum. Some more articles and market inspiration here in the middle. So here on the second tab, you see news. So there are different kinds of news, from business to earnings to markets to politics to technology. When you go to ideas, you have global, inspirational, and local. This is my favorite part, the analysis portion. You see a list of stocks that Caylum is monitoring in the Philippine market. That's part of the PH watch list. You see the list of stocks they're monitoring globally. That's part of the global watch list. You have charts there. You have PH buyback. You have consensus estimates and ETFs. Okay, so let's go to PH watch list. This would be the stocks that Caylum is recommending. So for example, here, the date added was September 27. The stock was DMC. It was added at 6.95. The setup or analysis is a pullback. The trade is still active. The target is this one, 7.8 to 8. And you see here a list of historical trades that Caylum recommended. If you're in trading, you would know that losses are part of the game, and what's important is you have to gain more than what you lose. They're very transparent as to when they add the stock. They send a Viber message as soon as they add something in the watch list, and when they are removing it from the watch list, they will also send a message in the Viber group. If you look back at the historical trades, it will go as early as May 2018. Let's do a short analysis of all the stocks that made it to the watch list. We see here a summary of the trades for that year, the average gain of each trade, the average loss, the win rate, the number of winning trades, the number of losing trades, total trades, the largest gain, the largest loss, the real risk reward considering the win rate, and what would be the returns assuming you put a 25% position in the stock. This is just for assumption purposes because, for example, for speculative stocks, Caylum doesn't recommend that you put more than 10% of your portfolio in that speculative stock. In the e-learning module, they teach value at risk, meaning how do you measure the suggested position size considering where you enter and where you should be stopped out. I'm using 25% because, as Mark Minervini says in his books, if you're a real 2:1 trader, then the optimum position size is 25%. So again, this is just for computational purposes. It doesn't mean that Caylum recommends a 25% position each time. So in the year 2018, the average gain of all the trades that made it to the watch list was 15.17%. The average loss is 7.13. The win rate is 85.71%. The number of winning trades were 12. The losing trades were 2. The total trades for that year were 14. So meaning 12 out of 14 trades made money. The largest gain was 33.02%. The largest loss was 9.47%, which brings a real risk-reward ratio of 12.76. If you put a 25% position in those trades, then you would have finished the year with a 41.93% return. In 2019, the average gain was 12.4%. The average loss was 6.89%. The win rate was 51.61%. The number of winning trades were 16. The number of losing trades were 15. The total number of trades were 31. The largest gain was 52.31%. The largest loss was 13.29%. The real risk reward is 1.92. Assuming you put a 25% position in all the stocks that made it to the watch list, then you would have finished the year with a 23.76% gain. Come 2020, the average gain was higher at 21.23%. The average loss was 4.64%. The win rate is 65%. The number of winning trades, 13. The number of losing trades, 7. Total number of trades were 20. The largest gain was 50.57%. The largest loss was 8%, which brings a real risk reward of 8.5. Assuming you put a 25% position in all the stocks that made it to the watch list, then you would have finished the year with a 60.87% gain. 2021 isn't over, but so far the average gain is 23.89%, the average loss is 3.91%, the win rate is 50%, the number of winning trades 7, the number of losing trades also 7, the total number of trades so far is 14. The largest gain is 57.89%. The largest loss is 5.65%, which brings a real risk reward of 6.11. Assuming you put a 25% position in all the stocks that they recommended, then so far your gain would have been 34.96%. Averaging the trades for the past 4 years, the average gain is 17.16%. The average loss is 5.72%. The win rate is 60.76%. The number of winning trades were 48. The number of losing trades at 31. Total number of trades is 79. The largest gain at 57.89%. The largest loss at 13.29%, with a real risk reward of 4.64. Assuming you put a 25% position, then the average gain would be 40.38%. I don't know if you noticed this, but in the stock market, it says that you want to let your winners run and you cut your losses short. If you look at the average gain from 2018 to 2021, it's increasing. That means they're letting the winners run. On the other hand, the average loss is shrinking year by year. That means losers are cut short. The win rate of Caylum is 60.76%, meaning if they trade 10 stocks, 6 out of 10 is expected to make money. When you look at the real risk reward, it's 4.64. That means, let's say you lose 1 peso when you're wrong, but when you're right, you gain 4.64, and that's good odds or good probabilities. The 4-year compounded return for all these trade records would be 271.48%. If you started 2018 with 1 million, you followed all the trade recommendations, then by this time, your 1 million would have been 3.71 million. Despite the trade records that we analyzed here, we also have to keep in mind that past performance doesn't guarantee future results. Let me repeat that. Past performance doesn't guarantee future results. But analyzing the system and watch list of Caylum, we see that their system has good odds or good probabilities. Moving forward, their global watch list is quite different. It's really just new. It started 2020. When you look at it, they put here the date that it was recommended, the stock, the entry, the exit, the target price, the setup, but it's not like the PH watch list where they put the date or the price it was deleted. As such, because the details are not the same as the PH watch list, I wouldn't be able to analyze the global watch list like how I analyze the local watch list. In the global watch list, it's really up to the trader to follow and execute the entry and exit points for the stock. Let's go to charts. You see here that the entry was 20.9. This is the green line here. So this was a counter trend trade. It was deleted at 33, which is today here, the red line. The catalyst back then was the MSCI rebalancing. In the analysis, you see the PH buyback consensus estimates and different kinds of ETFs. So PH buyback, the last update was April. You see here the buyback programs of companies in the Philippines. Going back to analysis, let's go to consensus estimates. So you see here the ticker symbol, the market cap, the best target price, the PE, the 5-year PE, the EV over EBITDA, the revenue growth, the net income growth, the dividend yield. In ETFs, you see the list of major global equity indices. This is very helpful when you are starting in the global markets. For example, the Nasdaq Composite Index, if you're using TradingView, the ticker symbol would be IXIC. In big charts, you would want to use COMP. The ETF would be QQQ. The inverse or leverage ETF would be QLD or SQQQ. So this is just a list of the ETFs, including indices, currencies, commodities, bonds, industries or thematic ETFs, In charting, there's a trading view plug in here in case you want to analyze different stocks. Take note that these are for global stocks. Stocks in the PH market are not included here. Going to media, you see the gap in go, which is the morning meetings with Caylum. This was for the morning of September 22. This is a once a week ritual where the traders meet and discuss their outlook for the US, Hong Kong market, and the PH market. For example, for this video, the traders on deck were SAR Pacificador, Brian Gomez, Edmund Lee, and Mark Jason Mariposa. Going down further, you see here traders education, market updates, YouTube, and podcasts. Let's go to the e-learning module. This is also one of my favorite features of Caylum. In Caylum, they follow the FTSR framework, which stands for Fundamental, Technical, Sentiment, and Risk. So we see here, Module 1, Introduction to Market Timing. You have Market Sentiment, Market Timing, Trend Trading, Introduction to Fundamental Analysis, Mega Trends, Modes and Market Perception, Valuations, Re-ratings, Valuations and Re-ratings Part 2, Risk Management, Counter Trends. So far, these are the modules for the e-learning facility of Caylum. What I like about it is they have a quiz portion as well to check if you got the concepts right, and you can watch the videos over and over again. You can take the quizzes over and over again until you have mastered them. So how much does a Caylum Trading Institute subscription cost? The yearly subscription is $4,999, that's for 365 days. And the monthly subscription is $499, that's for 30 days. If you want to try it out first, Caylum offers a 7-day free trial. Just go to their website. Overall, I would say that the subscription is worth it for the following reasons. You get updated with what's happening in the markets, whether it's global or local. You have trade ideas from the PH and global watch list. There's also the e-learning feature where you can really learn from the pros to help you establish a system that fits your personality best. When you're a subscriber of the Caylum Trading Institute, you'll also be part of a Viber group where you can ask questions. You will also be updated when a stock is added or deleted from the watch list.
Here's a bonus tip. By converting my Citibank credit card points to cash credits, I essentially subscribe to Caylum for free. To apply for a Citibank credit card, click the link in the description box.
If you have any questions in this video, please feel free to comment below.
Thank you for watching. Click the subscribe button and see you on our next video. God bless you!